This video covers Section 8.2 Relations, Objective 1, Understand Relations. When we say relations, we are talking about how when the value of one variable is related to the value of the second variable. So in the states, Indiana, Washington, North Carolina, Illinois, Maine, we relate to that state the senator or the senators in that state. This is a relation. It is just like how we say if y is equal to x minus 1, then we say that the value of x being 1 gets related to 0 because 1 minus 1 is 0. And if it's 2, then it's related to 1. We just labeled these as ordered pairs before, but we could have wrote this as a mapping, 1 to 0 and 2 to 1. This kind of notation that we're using here is called a map, or mapping the state to its senator. Definition: when the elements in one set are associated with the elements in a second set, we have a relation. If an x and y are two elements in these sets, and if a relation exists between x and y, then we say that x corresponds to y, or that y depends on what x is. And we write x to y, the mapping. We may also write the relation where y depends on x as an ordered pair, x comma y. For what we're going to be doing here in 8.2 and 8.3, it's nice to write as a mapping. We're going to be focused on things like two arrows coming out of one, or one arrow going to each, one arrow going back, or two arrows going to one on the other side. So what I mean by this is in the states Indiana, Washington, South Dakota, North Carolina, Tennessee, each of them have a population. One population, so one arrow going out. Whereas in animals, dogs and cats have about the same life expectancy of 11 years old. Ducks, lions, and pigs, they have about a life expectancy of about 10 years, and a rabbit about 7. So we're going to be wondering about relations like this where you've got multiple arrows coming into the same one. So in short, a relation is nothing more than a set of ordered pairs. You give me a person, you give me their social security number, and we've got a relation. You give me a person and their cars, and we've got a relation. And this concludes the video for Section 8.2, Relations, Objective 1, Understand Relations.